Welcome back to Busch Stadium. Just moments away from the opening pitch, but about 12 minutes and counting into the standoff between Scott Van Slyke of the Dodgers and Joe Kelly of the Cardinals. Both remaining in their positions from the national anthem, having a major standoff to see who will break first. I talked to Don Mattingly to see if the two knew each other, if perhaps they had a side bet, and Don Mattingly said to me, and I quote, "Listen, you can't talk to the guards at the Buckingham Palace. Leave them alone."
Continues. I don't believe we'll start the game with this still going on.
Joe Kelly's got to back down first. He's further out there.
I'm still trying to figure out as an analyst, how do you prepare for that? What stats do we put to the standoff?
You know, there's been some stuff going on. The Dodgers have put a padding helmet on Scott Van Slyke. Joe Kelly, that was a bluff. No,
you know, when a stare down, a blink even gets you out of the game.
Well, we are just about set to go, I think.
It's not fair, though. One's on the grass line and one's closer to the dugout.
Greg Gibson, the home plate umpire, motioning to both players. And the Dodgers celebrating in their dugout. Wow, what a bizarre start to Game 6. We talk about a lot of things in our production meetings going into this, but that wasn't on there. First pitch from Walker.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have another standoff on the field tonight. First one since Aaron Barrett won it in Colorado last year. That's Aaron Harang on the left. He's got some catcher's gear on, and we'll see who gets, well, off the field first.
It was Brandon Barnes in Colorado last year against Aaron Barrett, but Aaron Harang is winning this one for me. Look at him. Starting pitcher. He's got full catcher's gear on. They just threw him the glove, so he didn't have the glove. Now he's got the glove. Aaron Barrett going rally helmet on backwards. And this is how the weekend is starting. I love it.
Clear skies, 73 at game time tonight. Just a beautiful night at the ballpark for baseball. In batting practice today, it was carrying pretty well, although we do have some breezes blowing in right down Half Street from left field. The Phillies are last in the major leagues in runs and home runs. They're having a hard time scoring runs. Ben Revere, though, 6 career hits against Max Scherzer, knows him well from the American League.
Well, they better hope that Marvin Hudson isn't around, or neither one of them are going to see this game.
So we have a good old-fashioned standoff here. Aaron Harang,
he's still on the field,
is my favorite to have to get off the field first because he's on the grass edge of the warning track, and Aaron Barrett's right up against his dugout rail, and third base umpire Bruce Dreckman's not liking this.
Yeah, Bruce Dreckman is telling him to get off the field. He's still standing there.
Aaron Barrett is ignoring the umpires. Max Scherzer is ready.
Oh my goodness.
And they're both still on the field.
They're standing on the field. And Ben Revere is stepping out and wondering what in the world is going on. And Aaron Harang is not budging.
Now Scherzer walks off the mound and the crowd's starting to catch on.
All right.
They're going to go ahead and pitch. First pitch, 7:06. That's why we're a minute late. Aaron Harang leaves, and Aaron Barrett's the winner.
And the Nats dugout just went nuts. Barrett is 2-0, folks. He is undefeated and still the heavyweight standoff champ.
There's one player from each team not about to leave the field.
We got ourselves a good old-fashioned standoff going on right here between Barnes and Barrett. If you remember in the NLCS last year with Joe Kelly and Scott Van Slyke, they did it, but right now before the ball game, teammates helping Barrett out. Rick Shue giving him some water. Gio Gonzalez fanning him down. Barnes has gotten sunscreen and a lot of support from his teammates, and they are not budging. They've been out there for a good 5-6 minutes.
At
easy.
least. Yeah. Love it.
Tony Tarasco is giving Barrett a pump-me-up talk about how you can do this. Getting in his face, being motivational before the game. And as the Rockies take the field, neither one is budged. And this could be interesting. And I think the Paul Emmel home plate umpire might have to get involved.
He might have to toss both of them, if not out of the game, at least off the playing surface.
You know, you're standing out there in the sun. It's a hot day. You could probably use a little sunscreen, right? Jerry Blevins coming out, providing the sunscreen for Aaron Barrett.
That's great
It's
stuff.
good to see two teams
And
having fun.
this is live. I mean, they're still out there. The band and the color guard's been off the field for at least 5 minutes.
Well, Barnes is further out than Barrett. Barrett right by the dugout. Barnes is on the grass. So
Great stuff.
There's Barnes. There's Barrett. Oh, excuse me. There's Barrett.
Yeah, there
bad
it is.
circle. I love it. I mean, we got to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you folks hear the temperature and the lineups and all that
Who
every
cares?
day.
Who
We don't
cares?
get this every day.
Yeah, I mean, and this is one of those things. It's a pride thing, and both these guys are competitive, and they feel like whoever stands there longest is going to win the game. That's what this is about. And we'll set the defenses and play the ball game in a second. This is good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's game number 99. You folks know most of these guys by now.
Well,
That's
Paul
the
Emmel-
16-year veteran Paul
He's
Emmel
gonna
who
have
has
to-
the plate.
He's going to have to do something about it.
And the crew chief, Jerry Meals, is over at third. That's Jordan Baker next to Tony Tarasco and Chris Conway.
Well,
is
the
on
game's about to
second.
start, so Aaron Barrett put a helmet on. Just like the base coach. He's got
And look, Barnes wants to do rock, paper, scissors to see who leaves the field first.
Oh, the helmet got me. That is priceless. Look at him, elbow.
All right, it's about time for the home plate umpire to take charge here. I mean, our guy is at least up against the rail. You can't have somebody standing on the warning track over there in
I've
foul
absolutely
territory.
lost it.
Jorge De La Rosa has taken the mound. Denard Span steps in.
And nobody said a word to either one of them. There's no way they can let him stand there, can they? I mean, Barnes is on the field.
Yeah. Now Denard Span steps out. First base umpire Jordan Baker just whistled at Brandon Barnes and told him to get off the field.
Well, this is going to be everywhere on every highlight reel all night long. And Barrett wins.
And Todd Frazier, he's still standing out there for the anthem. What's he up to over
Well,
there?
he's got a showdown going on with John Shelby right in front of the Brewers dugout. And the first one that gives up loses. So Frazier is right. He's on the almost a playing surface. Shelby's in front of the dugout, not by very much. But it is a showdown to the last second. The umpire is going to call time in, get ready to go, and Clint Fagan's going to wonder who's going to give up first.
How about that?
I'll tell you what, both these guys veterans with a lot of resolve. Frazier gives it up, and his teammates are all over him.
You know, the problem with that was Todd was a little bit too far out. Shelby could have stood right there, and they may not have said anything to him. Todd was on the grass right by the coach's box.